Okay, I'm on.
You're on.
All right. We're going to call the meeting to order. Would everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, and do we have any additions or deletions to the board agenda?
Not at this time.
All right, before we start our monthly spotlights, if anyone is here and would like to make public comment, if you could please fill out one of the sheets with your information. We will be doing that after our monthly spotlights. We're going to start with our student representative report.
Sounds like it's on. Oh, thank you. Hello. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
My bad. Due to the weather, we were not here last month. We have a lot of news to share. DUH Wrestling. Congratulations to the wrestling team for its 8th consecutive district title. District competition was held at DUHS, which makes this accomplishment even more exciting since they were competing on their home mats in front of the home crowd. DUHS individual wrestlers. Congratulations to the following wrestlers that brought home individual recognitions and saw action in the individual competition. Cal Chapman took first place, Hayden Groth second, Cameron White third, and Marcus Artinger fourth. After regional action, Cal, Hayden, and Cameron are headed to state. For powerlifting, Ashton Maleski got first place in the 132-pound weight class at Farewell, second in Jackson, and Christopher Mottweiler got third place in the 132-pound weight class at Farewell, and Russell Elliott got second place in the 145-pound weight class in Farewell. Winterfest was celebrated on January 31st. DUHS hosted Brandywine. The Student Senate selected music genres for this year's theme. Each grade level chose their favorite type of music, chose a class color, and decorated the hallway. The pep assembly and mock rock competition was held on Friday, January 31st. The Winterfest dance was held on Saturday, February 1st at the high school. Fun was had by all. Parent Informational Night was held on January 29th in the high school media center. Ms. Anderson, our guidance counselor, and staff from SMC and Heritage Southwest provided information on CTE programs at DUHS, career academies at SMC Early Middle College, dual enrollment, and Van Buren Tech Center program offerings. The sophomores visited Van Buren Tech Center on January 30th for more in-depth view of programs offered there. Each student selected 3 programs of interests. Senior photos. Thank you to Scott Rose for providing an opportunity for seniors to get a senior photo for the yearbook. Mr. Rose continues to support the students in so many ways. Thank you, Mr. Rose. FFA. FFA representatives Elena Preston and Mara Adams led a collection drive to obtain pop can tabs for the Ronald McDonald House. Thanks to their leadership, DUHS students were able to support this current statewide service project for FFA. National Honor Society. The blood drive will be held February 21st by the National Honor Society. This event is open to staff and students of DUHS. Senior nights were held for competitive cheer, boys basketball, February 14th, and coming up February 27th, girls basketball senior night will be held. Driver's education. DUHS students were able to sign up for segment 1 and 2 driver's education this year. We are happy to have this opportunity on site. Mr. Litton, our social studies teacher, is the instructor for the course.
All right, we're about halfway there. Matilda. Musical rehearsal for Matilda started after winter break. Thanks to director Ryan Murray for additional student leadership opportunities, including assistant director, stage manager, choreographer, costumes, and makeup. We invite everyone to see the final production on March 14th and 15th at 7 p.m. or see Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. March 16th. Band Spaghetti Dinner. The silent auction was held on February 15th. Boys basketball districts will be held at DUHS February 24th. PT conferences. We will be hosting parent-teacher conferences on February 25th from 4:30 to 7:30 and February 26th from noon to 3. The robotics team will be in action at their competition on March 6th and 7th at St. Joe. Rotary Interact sponsored a winter clothing drive. It concluded on February 7th with the clothing and outwear items being distributed to our local elementaries. Also sponsored by Rotary Interact, we did Candygrams project for Valentine's Day. Students could send messages and suckers to their friends for the holidays. Winter Sports Banquet will be held Sunday, March 9th at 4 p.m. Senior Citizen Luncheon will be held March 13th and will be hosted by Mr. Kruger's culinary class. Work-based learning. Congratulations to Johnny Malin and Aaron Bozinski, who both earned their CDL license. Dylan Birdsey, who will also do his electric apprenticeship soon. Again, due to the weather last month, we were not able to attend the January meeting. This means we missed School Board Apprenticeship Appreciation Month, too. We know that it's never too late to say thank you, so on behalf of the students and staff, we would like to thank each one of you for your hard work, dedication, and commitment for making Dowagiac Union Schools the very best that they can. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much. We're going to move on to the Student of the Month recognition. We're going to have double the fun tonight because with the winter weather in January, the students were not able to be recognized, so we will be doing them all tonight. We're going to start with the high school.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kelly Millen. I'm the principal at Dowagiac Union High School. It is my honor to present Dowagiac Union High School's December Student of the Month, Allison Zink. Allison is a freshman and is joined this evening by her parents, Matthew and Anastasia Zink. She has several siblings, including Megan, Savannah, Katie, who's also a DUHS student, Emma, and AJ. Allison and her family are new to our district this year after transferring from Georgia. Allison has been a great member of our school community and is making great strides in our district. Allison's hobby includes photography and portraying Mrs. Wormwood in this year's musical production of Matilda. You can clap. I like clapping. Allison was nominated by her biology teacher, Miss Amy Ott. Mrs. Ott was not able to be here this evening, but sent the following message. She said, Allison is currently taking my sophomore level honors biology class as a freshman. Even though she is an underclassman to the rest of the class, Allison is at the top of the class when it comes to her academic excellence. Allison is a go-getter. She is self-motivated and strives to excel in everything she does. She's not afraid of a little hard work and is willing to lend a hand when needed. She went on to say that Mr. Brogan, Allison's algebra teacher, describes her as always willing to help other students when they're stuck trying to solve a question in algebra. Mrs. Ott concurs and says, I see the exact same thing in honors biology. When it comes to labs, she facilitates group discussions and helps other students make connections to previous chapters. Her character is also second to none. She's a pure pleasure to have in class. She's friendly to all and always has a smile on her face. Mrs. Ott continues, when it comes to her future plans, Allison's future is looking bright. She has the analytical skills, the drive, leadership qualities, and character to be successful at anything she puts her mind to. I'm not going to lie, I hope it's in the discipline of science and math. So again, congratulations again to Allison. We look forward to seeing what you can accomplish in the next 3 years at the high school. Ladies and gentlemen, Allison. All right. So tonight is really a very special night because we're honoring 2 students. So it's also my honor to introduce to the Board of Education and our audience the Dowagiac Union High School January Student of the Month, Justin Treadwell. Justin is a senior who will be graduating in May and is the son of Jessica Benson, who is here this evening. He also has 2 siblings here tonight to help him celebrate. Jocelyn Marie Treadwell and Alea Copley. Justin was nominated by math teacher Mrs. Katie Benassi and construction trade teacher Mr. Carr, and received overwhelming support from the rest of the staff and administrators. Mrs. Benassi wasn't able to be here tonight, but she sent a little message that I'd like to share with you. She says the following about Justin. Justin has grown leaps and bounds since starting high school. Like many other students, Justin has faced numerous challenges. However, he worked hard to turn these challenges into triumphs. His dedication and perseverance not only helped him succeed academically, but also shaped him into a leader and a role model for his peers. Justin's journey reflects resilience, determination, and the ability to turn setbacks into success. Now, as he prepares to graduate with his class, he stands as an inspiration, ready to embrace the future with confidence and a clear sense of direction. Now, Mr. Carr is here tonight. He was also a nominating teacher to tell us more about Justin, so I'm going to turn the podium over to him.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the board, community members. Thank you for being here for such an amazing occasion. Over my entire, going on 20-year teaching career now, I can unequivocally say that students like Justin do not come around every day. Justin is one of my top students, but his responsibilities have grown from student to student leader by helping his peers succeed. He strives for excellence in himself and expects others to follow in his shining example. Justin's willingness to take on any task, regardless of if it's a good one or, Justin, not such a good one, sets him apart from other students. He has independence rarely seen in college students, let alone in a high school senior, and an unmatched work ethic and a hunger for knowledge. Justin exemplifies our program's 3 lifelong guidelines of trust, respect, and responsibility. He is responsible by staying intrinsically motivated to excel, maintaining an A average in the program in every semester. Justin is respectful to his subordinates, his peers, and his supervisors alike, building positive relationships with all of those around him. The combination of his values and his integrity exemplifies a level of trustworthiness not often found in students his age. Additionally, the pride Justin takes in his work and his eagerness to correct the mistakes while learning will make him an outstanding employee and man. Justin, you are intelligent, capable, dedicated, and personable, and I am positive that you will handle any situation in life with thoughtfulness and maturity. Board, it is with unwavering confidence in Justin's abilities that I am positive he will succeed in all of life's endeavors, and he is truly the pinnacle of all that is great about Dowagiac Union Schools. Justin, congratulations. And I personally could not be more proud of you.
Stay right here. All right, I want to make sure that, I called you Katie. Wrong sister, Allison. Thank you. So each of tonight's Students of the Month will receive a certificate that reads, I'm going to read Allison's, Dowagiac Union Schools, Student of the Month. Dowagiac Union High School, in this case, December 2024. Of course, yours will say January 2025. The school board, administration, and staff appreciate your academic performance and mentoring of fellow students, and it'll be signed by myself and Superintendent Greg Bloomgren. Along with that, each of them will also get a t-shirt like this one. It says Student of the Month, and it'll have their name in the back. I have one for each of them. So one last time, ladies and gentlemen, please a good round of applause and congratulations to our Students of the Month, Allison Zink and Justin Treadwell. Okay, Allison, congratulations. Justin, congratulations to you. All right, we're going to go ahead and shake hands.
Next, we have the middle school.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Whiteman. I'm the principal at Dowagiac Middle School, and we have one of our two candidates that we are going to be recognizing tonight. On my left is Izzy Plank. She is our January Student of the Month. And then also on my right, over on this side here, I should say, is Robert. Robert's not here today. You'll see why he's not here. He is busy right now taking care of his athletics that he's very interested in pursuing. So I'm going to start with Robert first, just sharing some things about him. Again, he was selected by our staff as our December Student of the Month. And Robert is an 8th grade student here at the Dowagiac Middle School and is the son of Matt and Stephanie Wares. He has one older sister, Madeline, who is a sophomore at the high school here in Dowagiac, and an older brother, Matthew, who is also a sophomore at the high school with Mrs. Millen. Robert says he has a younger brother named Brantley, who is a 6th grader at DMS, and a younger sister named Henley, who is a 5th grader at Justice Gage. And Robert told me that what he likes most about our school is playing sports. His favorite sport is football, and he was our cornerback for our undefeated 8th grade football team this year. He said he is trying out for our wrestling team, who is currently working on playing their next match this week, and is looking forward to all the practices. Robert also says he enjoys hanging out with his friends at school and at our activities nights. And he says he's made a lot of really good friends here and looks forward to spending the rest of the year with them here as an 8th grader. Robert's favorite class in school, it was, of course, gym with Mrs. Franzak. He says he likes it because he has a lot of his friends in class and they get to do different sports activities. His favorite games are invasion football and dodgeball. Now, Robert was nominated by Miss Bulifant, who is our 7th grade math teacher, who had this to say about her nominee. Robert is always prepared to be successful every day. His academic performance is exemplary, showing effort and trying his best consistently also all day and every day in each of his classes. He demonstrates our heroes' behaviors in and out of the classroom and also out on the football field as a player. He is a student who contributes to our learning community in the classroom, and he does this naturally by showing respect to his peers and other staff. Lastly, Robert's character speaks for itself. His honesty, leadership, and responsibility sets him apart from others. He's a wonderful student. In his spare time, Robert said he likes to lift weights 3 days a week, and today's Monday, so that's where he's at. But he does it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the high school, and he enjoys playing video games. His favorite games are Madden football and Call of the Wild, and Robert also says he enjoys chilling at home listening to music. When asked if he had any advice to give other students interested in wanting to become a Chieftain Student of the Month, Robert had this to say. I would tell them to just be good and don't be mean to your teachers or others. Listen to them. If you do this, they will be nice to you and you won't get into trouble. Also, you will know how to do your work and get good grades in school. Now, on my left here is Izzy Plank, and she is our January Student of the Month. We're very proud of her. Again, all of our teachers nominated, or her teacher was nominated, or she was nominated by one of her teachers, but also all of our teachers also supported her as a candidate here. Now, Izzy, she is a 7th grade student here at Dowagiac Middle School and is the granddaughter of Linda and Carl Plank. Izzy has one younger sister named Bella, who is a 4th grade student at Justice Gage, and she has a pet dog, which is a Springer Poodle mix named Oreo. Izzy says what she enjoys most about our school is spending time with her friends when they are not sick, of course. She also says they are very nice and make her laugh every day. Another thing that she really likes is her math class with Miss Bulifant. Izzy says she is very nice and gives her a lot of help when she needs it. Izzy's favorite subject in school is art with Mrs. Klein. She says this makes sense to her because she loves to draw. Izzy also says she enjoys making all the special projects in her room and says they are really fun and come easy to her. Izzy was also nominated by Miss Bulifant, who's, again, our 7th grade math teacher at DMS, and Miss Bulifant had a lot of nice things to say about her. Izzy is a delight to have in class. She is a student who wastes no time. She comes into class, gets busy working on her assignments, participates in class, and follows instructions. Because of her outstanding work habits as a student, she excels academically as well. On top of being a great student, Izzy is also a great person. She is friendly, kind, and always smiling. She often volunteers to help out in the classroom, too. Izzy is a student who exhibits the characteristics of our heroes each day. As a result, her classmates see Izzy as a leader and someone they can count on. Izzy's hard work, passion for learning, and the desire to do her best is a great combination for success. I have no doubt she'll be very successful in the future as well. Now, after interviewing Izzy, she had communicated to me that she loves watching TV. Her favorite shows are on Food Network and Animal Planet. She also told me that she spends a lot of her time with her younger sister playing board games and video games. In particular, her favorite board game is Dogopoly, and her favorite video game right now is Poppy Playtime. Izzy's favorite foods are pizza, Jolly Ranchers, and also strawberries. She says she also likes to read when she gets the chance, and her favorite books are the Wings of Fire series by Tui T. Sutherland. They are her favorites since she was in elementary school, and she really loves dragons. When asked if she had any advice to give students interested in wanting to become a Chieftain Student of the Month, she had this advice to say. I would tell them, if you're good in school and don't get into trouble, you're going to probably have a good chance of being a Student of the Month. I would also tell them you got to be nice to people, not just when you feel like it, but all the time, even when they aren't nice to you. So on behalf of the staff and students at Dowagiac Middle School, we would like to congratulate Izzy Plank for being selected as our January 2025 Student of the Month. This is for you. This is yours as well. I'm going to walk through and shake everybody's hands, okay?
Yeah. Next, we have Patrick Hamilton.
Ready up?
Good evening. My name is Nicole Conlon, and I am the principal at Patrick Hamilton Elementary, and I have the privilege of introducing our two student of the month, our second grade student of the month, Miss Sophia Goings, and our first grade student of the month, Miss Ava Reyna. Up first, we'll talk about Miss Sophia. She has an extra special nomination because we expanded in second grade and had 2 classrooms. We added a second room about November, and so she's had the pleasure of having both Miss Sovine and Mrs. Barnes for teachers, so they collaborated together to nominate her. And tonight she is accompanied by her mother, Caitlin Napier, and father, Angel Goins. Thank you. And she also has a younger sister and an older brother. All right, Miss Sovine's going to start for us. Thank you, Miss Sovine.
You're so short. So yeah, I had Sophia first for the first almost half of the year, it feels like, 'cause we split in November. And so when they asked who should be second grade student of the month, I thought of Sophia immediately because I feel like she's an awesome example of a second grader at Pat Ham. She works really hard to get her work done. Even when she had me sacrifice some of her recess time to get some work done. She said her favorite subject is math, which I wasn't surprised about because she works really hard to get all the right answers in our math lessons, especially when it's difficult. Mrs. Barnes?
I'm going to go second because I was the second teacher. Sophia follows the hero expectations within and outside of the classroom. Sophia is quick to help out a classmate, and she is kind to everyone she encounters. She's also very creative. She can draw, and she's very creative with art. She loves her family. She has an older brother and younger sister, and she says that her mom and dad are cool and fun parents. Congratulations, Sophia.
Up next, Miss Ava Reyna is accompanied by her mom, Yvette Mason, and her dad, Eric. I can't read my own handwriting. And Miss Kurland is here to tell us a little bit about her. I can't read my own handwriting.
Ava likes to play outside, read books, and have playdates with her friends. She lives with her mom, dad, and sister. She has guinea pigs and dogs. Her favorite color is blue, and like she told me when I was interviewing her, she said, "I wear blue just about every single day." When I asked her what she likes best about first grade, she said that you get to go on computers and do her iReady math path. After that, I would have thought that math was her favorite subject, but no, reading is her favorite subject. And anytime she can, she will be caught reading a book. She participates and asks questions all the time. She wants to do well in school, and you can tell that by how she acts and what she does in the classroom. She is focused when she is doing her work, and if she doesn't understand something, she is quick to raise her hand and ask for help. Another thing that Ava has a big heart because she wants to make sure that everyone has somebody to play with, and if she doesn't, she will go up and she will say, "Will you play with me?" And I just think that with what we see in first grade, we're going to continue to see more great things come from Ava.
All right, thank you, Ms. Kurland. All right, girlies.
Now we have Justice Gage.
Good evening. My name is Brian Henry. I'm the principal of Justice Gage Elementary, and we as well have two Student of the Month. So I'll first introduce our December Student of the Month, and our December Student of the Month was first grade student. Our December Student of the Month was second grade student Remy Reyna, which is right here. Congratulations. And our first grade student to the left of her is Aurora Nutt. So we will start off talking about all the wonderful things about our second grader. Remy Reyna is a second grade student in Miss Quist's class at Justice Gage Elementary. She is the daughter of Marissa Reyna and the granddaughter of Melanie Butler. She has one dog named Lola and three cats named Mittens, Timon, and Sunshine. Her favorite subject in school is math. When Remy gets older, she wants to be a babysitter because she loves kids, especially her baby sister, who she spends lots of her free time with. Remy was chosen to be the Student of the Month because she sets an example for other students on how to follow school-wide expectations. Remy has been the teacher assistant for the last few weeks of school and does an amazing job at doing so. When a classmate is absent, Remy completes their classroom job along with helping with odd tasks throughout the day. Remy is always quick to raise her hand to answer questions during a lesson, even if the answer might be wrong, because she knows that how we grow as a learner. Remy is an exceptional person and student who brings a smile and laugh to each person she comes in contact on a daily basis. She has a huge heart and cares about everyone around her. Miss Quist is grateful that she gets to be Remy's teacher. She has a very bright future ahead of her, and we cannot wait to see all the amazing things she does. I would also like to add some academics to that. When taking a look at the NWEA data, Remy has scored as high as the 92nd percentile in math and the 82nd percentile in reading. When analyzing iReady data, she has made 149% progress toward her annual typical growth in reading. Remy spells her name, this is a unique fact. Remy spells her name with an I, but she feels that most people spell Remy with a Y. Very unique. When she grows up, she would also like to be a doctor. Remy feels that she was chosen as the Student of the Month because it's good to be nice, and she is nice. Yes, she is. And she reminds herself of Miss Quist when she was little. Congratulations, Remy Reyna. Now I'd like to have our first grade teacher, Mrs. Wagner, talk about all the wonderful things about Aurora.
Okay. Aurora is my Student of the Month for first grade at Justice Gage. She is a great first grade hero. Her manners are wonderful, and she treats all of her fellow students with respect. She is working very hard in school and is always willing to try, even if the task is hard at first. Aurora always listens to and helps out all of her classmates, showing her compassion for her friends. Aurora sometimes will find something that needs help in our classroom and go and solve the problem before I even witness it. She is the daughter of Amber and William Nutt. She has one brother, Adrian, who's a DMS student. She also has a lot of animals. She has 4 dogs, Shadow, Enzo, Trip, and Buddy, 1 cat, Yoki Monster, and a bird, Sunny Tweet. When I asked her what her favorite subject was in our classroom, she said Heggerty Hero because she loves to learn the sounds of the words. I am very proud of her, and I know that she's going to be a great hero from here on. Thank you.
When speaking about Aurora's academics, Aurora has scored as high as the 89th percentile in math on our district NWEA assessments. When analyzing iReady data, she has made 127% progress towards her annual typical growth in reading, and 134% in math. Aurora loves crafting and making different things, and she wants to be a teacher when she grows up. I found this very interesting, especially for our first graders. Her favorite food is a Big Mac. Why was she selected as a January Student of the Month? She says, I'm really nice and help both Mrs. Wagner and her classmates when they need help. So once again, we have two proud students that we are extremely excited about the rest of the year as well as our future. Congratulations to both Aurora and Remy. All right.
Going to move on to Kinchlow.
Good evening. My name is Ryan Zietlow. I'm the principal at Kinchlow Elementary, and I have the privilege to introduce two amazing Kinchlow students right here. Braden McDonald, our second grade Student of the Month for December. And Caston Phillips, our first grade Student of the Month for January. And I will let Mr. Lesenby tell you all the amazing things about Braden. Go ahead, Mr. L.
Hello, everybody. Braden is quite an awesome dude. He lives with his mom, Alexis, his dad, Jonathan, and his sister, Emmeline. Like a lot of the other elementary kids, we talk about pets. He's got 5 cats. Their names are Ricky, Raisin, Mittens, Frisky, and Felicia. And that's right, isn't it, Braden? He's got 2 dogs, Sadie and Rufus, and 1 fish named Diamond. So pet-loving household. I love it. I got 5 cats of my own. So Braden, expectantly, he loves to read about animals in class. I asked him what his favorite subject was, and he said, definitely reading. We do a lot of nonfiction reading. So he enjoys reading about animals. At home, he enjoys playing Fortnite with his dad and Roblox on his tablet. He's also a Lego master. This kid made the coolest pirate ship flying thing I've ever seen. No instructions, just over a couple of different recesses inside. So I think that's pretty awesome. Pretty impressive, right? So he's amazing at Legos. He's probably going to be an engineer someday. However, when I asked him what he wanted to be when he grows up, he would like to be a supervisor for RV construction, just like his dad. So I think he's going to be awesome at whatever he does. Braden works hard. He follows our Chieftain Hero expectations every day. Braden is willing to learn and try new things, and that's going to serve him well as he continues to grow each and every day. So congratulations to you, Mr. Braden.
Next, Ms. Soderblom's going to tell you all the wonderful things about Caspin.
Well, first of all, thank you guys for coming. Caspin is a representative for first grade, and his parents are William and Lindsay Phillips. He has an older brother named Riker and a younger sister named Margot, and they're here with us in the audience. Caspin's favorite subject at school is math. He enjoys adding in math time, and his favorite strategy right now is counting on, which is a great strategy to do. He's able to put the number in his head and count up versus counting all of the numbers, which is good. He enjoys playing games in gym and enjoys just reading. Outside of school, Caspin likes to keep busy playing all kinds of sports, including football, baseball, basketball, wrestling. He also likes to build snowmen, play with his friends, and we sled down the hill at Kinchlow, and he has a great time with that. He can get that sled going. When Caspin grows up, he plans to play football for the University of Michigan. When he was asked what he wanted to do after college, he stated that he wanted to buy a red car and join the Army. Gotta love it. His favorite snacks are Cheez-Its and apples. And not only, I know a lot of the teachers nominate their students, but I had my first graders nominate who they thought would be the best representative, and Caspin's classmates picked him. And I think that's a great testament of what kind of student he is and friend that he is. Some of his classmates stated that he completes his work on time, which is great, that he helps his friends tie shoes, because when they ask me, I'm like, nope, I'm not your mom, find a friend. And Caspin's that friend, which is great. He's kind, he's nice. He helps find math book pages in our math book. Just an all-around really great kid, and it is such a joy to have him in class. And I asked him last week, I asked him one day, I said, so you have to get up and sing and dance in front of all of us? And he turned like paper white, and I thought he was going to have a heart attack. He's just like, eyes got big, and I said I was just teasing. He's like, oh, good. It is a great honor to have Caspin, and thank you, guys.
One more big round of applause for Caspin and for Braden.
Right. Last but not least, we have Sister Lakes.
Good evening. My name is Alicia Stout, and I'm the principal at Sister Lakes Elementary. And I also have two wonderful students to share with you. On the left is Bailey Yore, our second grade December student of the month. And then on the right side is Antonio Huizar, our first grade January student of the month. I am going to tell you about Bailey. Unfortunately, her teacher wasn't able to come tonight. So Bailey is the daughter of Callista and Patrick, and she has one younger brother, Gideon, who attends Sister Lake's GSRP program. So Miss Diane said that Bailey comes to school ready to work hard and learn. She listens to instruction and tries hard to finish assignments. Her hard work shows in the progress that she has made in reading and math. Bailey is kind to her fellow students, and she sees everyone who needs, and if she sees someone who needs a friend, she will reach out to them to see if they want to play or work together. Bailey's favorite characters are Ember in Elemental, Sam from Sam the Cat, and Stitch. Her favorite books are the Gerald and Piggy books, and Bailey says her favorite color is purple, and she loves to draw and color. She is very good at drawing little girl characters with cute purple bows in their hair. Her teacher, Miss Diane, has several on her fridge at home. At home, Bailey likes to help her mom, and she also likes to play tag with her younger brother, Gideon. We are all proud to have Bailey as our student of the month. And then Mrs. Ennisser is going to tell you about Antonio.
Good evening. The student that we chose actually as two first grades together is Antonio Huizar. Antonio is a great example of what it means to be a chieftain hero. As a friend, Antonio is kind, helpful, and encouraging to any other student that may need help with their work or a gentle reminder to complete a task. Antonio has a positive attitude and comes in every day determined to do his best. Antonio also consistently demonstrates the highest academic performance in all subjects. You can tell that Antonio is conscientious about making sure that he understands his work and will ask questions to make sure it is done correctly. Antonio is the son of Antonio and Maria Huizar. He has two siblings, his sister Daniela, who is in 4th grade at Sister Lakes, and he also has an older brother, Alex. Antonio's favorite subject at school is reading. He enjoys reading books about animals, and he is a great reader. For fun, Antonio enjoys playing class dojo with his friends, and at home he likes to play store with his sister. When he grows up, he would like to be a police officer because he likes to help people. When I asked Antonio how he felt about being chosen Student of the Month for 1st grade, he said, really, really happy. So we're very proud of Antonio. Congratulations, buddy.
All right, we'd like to thank our students for being amazing and keep up the good work. We'd like to thank the families for supporting them and letting them do what they do and be children. Thank you very much. We're going to take a 10-minute recess. We're going to take a 10-minute recess for photos, and we'll be back. All right, we're going to go back into session. Next, we have hearing of citizens. Tonight we have 4. We're going to start with Naomi Ludman. If you'd like to come up here, you can be on the speaker. With public comment, you get 3 minutes to speak. You gonna let them know 30 seconds? Okay. Good.
So again, my name is Naomi Ludman. I live here in Dowagiac. As I'm sure everybody is aware, the current administration in Washington wants to disband or severely shrink the Department of Education. Clearly, funding is going to be cut. So I'm very concerned about this as a citizen of the community, and I would like to know what plans the Dowagiac School Administration has in place to support our students and teachers when these funding cuts occur. The list of federal funding for K-12 is long. I'm sure most of you know what it includes, but things like Title I, which provides financial assistance to students with to schools, with a high percentage of low-income students. Title II, which focuses on improving teacher and principal quality through professional development programs, recruitment and retention. Title III supports English language learners by providing for funding for language acquisition programs and other services to these ELL students. Title IV, which provides funding for student support and academic enrichment activities such as improving school safety, offering mental health services, and enhancing technology access. Special education, the Individuals with Disabilities Act, which ensures that students with disabilities have access to free and appropriate public education. Free and reduced school price meals. 21st Century Community Learning Centers that provides after-school and summer learning activities. And safe and drugs-free school programs. This program provides funding to help schools implement programs that prevent drug use, violence, and bullying. And that's only some of them. I'm sure that, the school board and Superintendent Blomgren are very aware of these. I think this is a time when the schools need to be proactive and not reactive. Thank you. And as a community member, I would like to know what plans the school has. Obviously you're aware that this is going to happen. It's no secret. And I think that parents and we as community members would like to know what the plans are that the school has to address these issues, because there will be cuts. I think that's just the handwriting on the wall. We're naive if we think that that's not going to happen. So I hope that I'd like to see something publicly shared with the community and with parents so they know what to prepare for. Thank you very much.
We'll be researching those topics. My basic understanding so far is that those federal funds will be going to the states, and it will be the states' job to disperse those funds. Yeah, so it might be a Lansing thing. Yeah, good. Thank you. Next, we have Sarah Gideon. Okay. And after that, we have Colin Weesaw.
Felt like Chevy Chase. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me some time to talk. I was 3 minutes. I was here at your last meeting last week, and you were talking about the mascot. Although I wanted to back this lady up, I find that very, we need to also know how we can support the board if these cuts or when they come down happen, how members of the community can support. I mean, I think that's very important. But I came here to talk about the mascot issue. And you know, I can't talk about the statistics that were passed out last week and how devastating they are to Native children. I can only tell you that in my lifetime, and I've been very active, I gave up my outfit when I was a little bitty guy because of the words that I was called. You may not hear the children, or children can be very cruel, and so can adults, but children can be very cruel. When they're out on sports teams, they can say many bad things that your ears may not catch. My children hear those things. They're Native. They hear those things. And it's very disheartening to them. I know when I was growing up, if somebody called me a chief, I've got my scars to show the battles that I've been in. I don't agree with it. I'm not a chief. You don't see a tribe behind me. You don't see a nation behind me. These things are very hurtful to our children when they hear them in the wrong context. Even though you say you honor us, I don't feel that when I go out and root for a team. I find it very hard to do, because I'm an adult and my kids play sports, and when I'm out there, I yell, I'm cheering for them, and whatever school they're against, I'm, get them, and it doesn't feel right, because I know the feelings. So I can only ask you that, consider. I heard last week, well, I've been a chieftain all my school. Well, I've been a Native all my life. And it's going to be on that way whether I'm in school or not. And those things are very hurtful. And I don't know if you made your decisions up on this or not, but it can devastate a child's life if they constantly hear these things in the wrong way. We have stopped using these derogatory names in our way. Okay, all right, thank you, ma'am. Okay, sorry about that.
Thank you, Colin.
Yes,
sir. Next, we have Elmer Natsaway. Gonna pass? All right. Thank you for coming tonight. All right. Thank you. That is all of our public comment. Thank you very much for coming out. We're going to move on to our information items. We've got our finance report. Stacy?
It is recommended that we pay our bills this month. General fund, $327,140.99. Food service, $109,469.24. Activity funds, $8,302.86. And on the board agenda is a budget revision, which is our first one for this year. We will do a final revision in June.
All right. Thank you, Stacy. Now we have our superintendent's report.
Yeah, handful of things to share with you. Try to move quickly through these. First of all, I just want to say thank you for your patience tonight, audience members as well. Doubling up on the Student of the Month took a little bit extra time, but definitely want to take that time to recognize our outstanding students here in the district, and so appreciate the admin team taking time to put together not only one but two Students of the Month from each building tonight, and for everybody again just showing a little bit of patience to allow us to recognize them here this evening. So weather didn't agree with us last month, so it was best to keep everybody home outside of us that needed to be here for sure, and then we were able to catch up with our Students of the Month, so thank you for that. We just had our board workshop last week, so I was able to give you quite a bit of information and updates there, but a couple new things have come since. I'll share with you first. I was able to Zoom call with the Ignite Engineering and Architectural firm this morning to talk about the coding and the architectural plans in the event that we were able to reach an agreement with the Armory folks, the Armory brass, to move our welding class over there. So they have a design that they've put into place for us. It's exciting to look at and to see. We're going to move forward with having a construction company come in that Ignite has recommended to look at that facility and give us a cost estimate or projection on what that might be, just simply and only to create that space over there that would allow our welding class to be there at this point. Not any further than that, but hopefully working through some plans in agreement with the Armory that we can utilize a space over there to start our welding class back up in the fall. So working towards that, so it was great to see and hear from them and to see what the plans look like to do that. So I did reach back out to the Armory today, hoping to get some more information from them as to where they're at in their process in terms of getting the surveys and the appraisal done on that building to see if that's a potential space that we might be looking at in the future, okay? But at least working towards that lease agreement and a space for our welding class next year, given the cost estimates come in, it's a number that we could work with, okay? So a little update there. 6th through 12th grade parent-teacher conferences next week. So we've got those spring, if you want to call them. I don't think we're quite there yet to call this time of the year spring, but our spring parent-teacher conferences going on next week. Just to share with you, as Stacy shared out the finance report, I did make mention last week at the workshop that we were excited to hear the governor's proposal on the per pupil increase in funding. It wasn't shortly after that Stacy sat in with her colleagues and the business managers and the other CEOs and the ones who do the numbers around our school districts across the state, and was conferencing with them. And she quickly came to me and said, well, the money that we would gain in that per pupil increase would be taken up by the one-time MIPSPERS money that we got this year, the one-time money. And so our net increase with that increase that the governor is proposing is only a $60,000 increase to our overall budget. So with the 3% increase that we've agreed to with our teachers and our contracts, that's not going to cover the difference in what we're moving towards. So we've got some things to work on as we continue to look at our budget next year. We're going to continue to push our local government officials that it's not enough. It's not enough, and that's not going to be enough to cover any school district's expenses going into next year. So we're going to continue to push in that regard. So just wanted to give you a quick update there. We talked briefly about the top 10 dinner for our academic performers. If you're okay with Sunday, April 27th, we would like to move forward and start coordinating and planning that academic top 10 dinner. The reason, again, for moving to a Sunday evening is to avoid all spring sport or extracurricular activities, so the top 10 can attend that event without any concerns about being conflicted with their schedules or doubling up. So I'll reach back out to you this week with just a quick email or text and just want to confirm that that date's going to be okay. And I think the parents and students would appreciate not having to worry about being doubled up on a night with a golf match or a soccer match or a track meet or something like that. So this will ensure that we can get everybody there, and we could also probably move that to a local restaurant or facility so that our team here can take a break from catering that event for us, and we can put that on one of our local restaurants, okay? So just thoughts there. I think that's a good date. We did look at the weekend before, but that happens to be Easter weekend, so we pushed it back 1 week to the 27th was the open Sunday that we looked at. Okay. Next month, I have a superintendent evaluation update for you. We're in that cycle, so this will be an informal update that I'll be presenting to you again at our next board meeting. That will be at our board workshop. So just as I have done before and continue to do with my professional portfolio, you have access to that at all times. I continue to update that for you. So I would just encourage you over the next 3-4 weeks, if you get a chance, pop in there. If you see anything that you have questions on or would like to make comments on or have concerns with, please bring those to my attention. But I will be giving you another informal update at our next board workshop on March 10th with regards to my superintendent eval. That's it. Thanks, board.
All right, thank you, Greg. Going to move on to our consent agenda. We've got approval of minutes from the February 10th, 2025 special meeting minutes, approval of bills for payment, acceptance of retirement for Kelly Cromer, Dowagiac Middle School, acceptance of FMLA leave from Andrew Hackett at the high school.
I, Christina Carpenter, make the motion to approve listed items A through D on the consent agenda.
Support.
All right, we have a motion with support. Any discussion? All right, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. Move on to our new business, acceptance of the 2024-2025 general fund budget revision.
I, Randy Taggart, make the motion to approve 24-25 general fund budget revision.
Support.
All right, we have a motion with support for the, to accept the 2024-2025 general fund budget revision. Any discussion?
Yes.
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 All right, that finishes up our new business, and that is all we have on our agenda this evening. Thank you for coming out. We're going to adjourn.